A popular Illinois bed and breakfast is accused of discrimination after refusing a couple's request for a wedding ceremony.
WGN's Lourdes Duarte goes looking for answers in tonight's exclusive WGN Investigates.
The ACLU calls it a clear case of discrimination unlike any they've seen before here in Illinois. They've now started a legal fight after a couple is left scrambling to find a new wedding venue.
You may kiss your partner.
Not long ago, civil unions triggered reactions on all sides.
Congratulations.
Stories of same-sex couples denied wedding services made headlines.
We haven't seen this kind of religious discrimination in Illinois.
That's because this case is a little different, but same results.
I'm from a Jewish background. Jonathan's of Christian heritage.
In this case, the alleged discrimination is over religion. Alexandra Katzman and Jonathan Weber versus a quaint bed and breakfast in picturesque Galena. It's the inn where Jonathan proposed to Alexandra, and the couple plan to have their non-denominational wedding ceremony there in just 6 months.
The money had been put down. The save the dates were ordered.
Then a face-to-face meeting with the owner, Dave Anderson, changed everything.
And he just kept saying that he wouldn't allow it, or he would only allow ceremonies that mention God or religion.
The couple says they suggested bringing in someone else to perform the ceremony or somehow reworking the vows.
That was the moment that he closed his book and looked at me and said it was like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. And I said, "I'm sorry, I don't understand." And he said, "Your wedding's not a good fit."
That exchange has led the ACLU to step in, filing this charge of discrimination against the Stillman Inn. We wanted to hear Dave's side of the story, so last week we had just set up our camera to get some video of the inn. We didn't even have a clear shot when Dave pulled up.
So my name is Lourdes. I'm with WGN TV in Chicago.
Oh, I know WGN TV.
All right, great. And we actually came by to talk to you about this that has been filed by the ACLU.
Before we get to Dave's story, it's important to know that a hotel or a bed and breakfast is defined as a public accommodation. Although a private business, it is open to the general public. So under federal law, they are not allowed to discriminate on the basis of race, color, or religion.
That's about as clear cut as it gets.
But it may not have been that clear cut for Dave. By the way, he says his chapel is not affiliated with any religion, but that he can perform ceremonies.
Do you remember this couple
Oh, yeah,
at all?
of course. Yeah.
Do you remember telling them that you're not allowed to marry them because of their mixed faith? I guess they wanted a non-denominational wedding.
Yeah, and I say I can only do religious weddings.
Why is that?
It's a thing with Galena, with the town that we're in, and I think I want to check that. I think you wouldn't mind if I did a little bit of research.
While Dave did his research, we did ours. I called the city of Galena to see if there were any rules that wouldn't allow a non-denominational ceremony for a mixed faith couple. They said no and gave us this quote: "As far as the city, we regulate land use. We don't get involved with religious matters."
It feels like a weird time travel thing. I don't really, I can't even fathom that it's still a thing at all.
Which is why the Illinois Department of Human Rights is investigating what happened and if it's happened before. The Stillman Inn could be hit with thousands of dollars in fines.
I'm sure you can understand that I'm shocked.
As far as Alexandra and Jonathan, they scrambled to find a new venue, but they did finally get married about a week ago.
I think it would just be really terrible if this happened to someone else.
I did touch base with the owner of that bed and breakfast, again, by phone. He's not saying anything else, but is working with a lawyer. He has been in business for 16 years in that area, and according to the city of Galena, they've never had a problem with him in the past. Now, some of these discrimination cases can take years to resolve. One case, for example, took 5 years and led to a $75,000 fine by the Illinois Department of Human Rights. The main thing, though, right now for the ACLU is to get an order to keep this from happening again. I'm Lourdes Duarte, WGN News.